Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm just going through it. Say me I'm clueless, so much pain inside of human. What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket. This is Thursday, October 1st, and this is our weekly Thursday night comic review. I'm a little late today because I had to finish up some of the books. This week we had a lot of oversized books that came out that just took me a little while to read. We're going to do this real quick. We'll start with the two Marvel books. First one is issue 3 of Strange Academy, a book that when it was announced I was super excited for. I was super excited for. Of the first two issues, it's cool, it's fun, it's lighthearted. I like it, but it just hasn't hooked me. And I really only think that maybe next, 2 issues, maybe I'll drop it. I'm definitely probably gonna drop it soon. Cover really cool. So what they did with all the Marvel books, they started this last week with the shout out to him with Chadwick, but they also this week did all the back covers, and I think is there a full 2-page splash in here? Yeah. Which is a really, really cool homage they did to him. That's so cool. Like, he definitely deserved it. But yeah, so the artwork in this book is... Whoop. Okay, Jason. But I finally figured out how to get the chats in the... That's cool. Alright, so artwork is really cool. Who did the art in this book? Humberto Ramos. Great artwork. I really like it. It's just really... He's a really cool artist. The artwork throughout this entire book is really good. The story just... it's... Nothing crazy. Nothing happens. It's leading into something. You can clearly tell it's leading into something that, eventually will be more important. And I've only been really reading this book, the last 3 issues, because artwork. Out of 10, I'd give it like a 5.5, maybe a 6. But if they keep going this, it's kind of trying to emulate New X-Men Academy. But what's killing me here... Hi, YouTube. This video will be uploaded on YouTube. They're trying to emulate what they did with, what did I say? X-Men Academy, New X-Men Academy. And art style definitely emulates that, and the feel of kind of the characters, but you haven't... It's been 3 issues, and I feel like I don't know anything about these characters. There's no huge story arc. There's nothing crazy going on. Nothing's really... Yeah, Jets versus Broncos. I didn't want to talk about that. But, yeah, Jason. The Jets versus the Broncos are happening, what is it, in 20 minutes? Oh, right now. Yeah. It's probably everyone know, but, I really hope the Jets lose, because the Broncos, are fundamentally a better team than the Jets. But yeah, they're trying to go that route, and I can see what they're doing, but nothing's happened yet. Like, I just... There's not even like a... 3 issues you could at least, develop the characters deeper, or at least focus on, 2 characters. They kind of have with Doyle, but, it's not really there. It is what it is. But yeah, 5.5, 6. I hope it gets better because I really don't want to drop it because it's something I look forward to. But I'm gonna drop it if it's not really playing into the way I want. All right, last Marvel, X Factor. What is this? 4? 4. Yeah, X Factor 4. This is X of Swords Part 2. This is an oversized issue. Again, you have the on the back. Artwork solid. Flows in through what happened last week. Yeah, artwork here is actually really good. Do they not have the creative team on here? Oh, here we go. Gomez. Yeah, really cool cover. With the 5 there. Just straight up awesome artwork. Coloring is amazing. And the story, it flows. It flows into the extra panels that Dawn of X has been using since House of X and Powers of 10 have been incredible. I've really enjoyed because they add a lot of information, a lot of extra stuff to the story. Yeah, artwork was good. The story basically shows a fault in the resurrection protocol that's been making them so they can just come back. They found a flaw in it, basically in this issue because of the events of the last issue. And with this new challenge of having the fight in this sword tournament, it actually threatens lives. Like, something could go wrong. Like, the people that do this could die. I'm gonna spoil it. We lose one of my favorite characters. So I referenced New X-Men Academy. One of my favorite characters that originated in that series, Rockslide, was killed off basically. Last issue we saw him get cut in half, but I didn't think they would use him as the example that they're making, that mutants are not forever. Like, they can still be killed. Like, they can still die in certain situations, and that proved it. That was weird. Like, that they picked him of all people, and you get some really cool interactions with the 5. It is 5, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. I love the costumes. I love the coloring in this book. The art in this book was cool. The story, the interaction between everyone was cool. Polaris, going batshit crazy. And then the ending scene with Magic just being like, "Oh, I have the Soul Sword." I give it like an 8 out of 10. Really appreciate this. How everything that's happened in Dawn of X so far is really being used to its fullest potential to make this crossover work. 2 issues in, I really like it. Like, I thought it's gonna be hard to pull in like 9 titles. They're doing it. Okay, on the DC, the weakest title first. I thought I was gonna drop it, but they handed me the variant cover, and I was like, okay. And I flipped through, and I was like, okay, maybe. Legion of Superheroes issue 9. This cover is different than anything they've put out yet. Usually you have it like a weird header. It's up here that takes up like the entire front of the page of the cover. It has like weird logos everywhere. This is such a cool cover. Really cool cover. The simple text across the top does it for me. Yeah, dude. So yeah, this is it's a thick issue. It's not an oversized. So the artwork they've been using, I kind of dig it. I do dig the artwork. The story just hasn't done it for me throughout the last couple issues. Like, nothing's really made sense. But with this trial and then having to go through the audition tapes, basically, of the different heroes in the Legion of Superheroes. I really like that. That's something that I enjoyed. I had a lot of fun reading this book. And the sad thing is that I don't think it's going to continue in this direction. I wish it would. I want it to. But if it doesn't, I'm going to give it one more issue. And if it can keep this up, I'll keep it. But I might drop this. My plan was to drop it, so... But yeah, you get more action. Dude, Mon-El goes crazy in this book. You get Dreamer, you get the Triplicate Girl doing, but the color in this book is awesome. So, alright, the one thing I gotta say, because I forgot this, and I think they've been doing it in every issue, is every page is a different artist. And you kind of notice it as it's going on, but they work it in so well. Is it every page or is it every other page? Yeah, it's every page. Cause you'll see how this is like all cartoony, and then this is like super realistic. And you finally get the new Dr. Fate. Like you actually get like some interaction with her, which is really cool. And then Golden Lantern. I want to know more about him, but you get a little bit of interaction with him. It's a solid. You know what? It was a solid book. I want to say it's like a 7, maybe a 6.5. I'm upset because I was going to drop this book, and now it's another book that I want to see if it, where is the story going. They did a bunch of stuff with Aquaman's Trident. I don't know. I can't see them pulling it off for another issue. All right, Oversized. Let's do it. Multiverses and Dark Knight's Death Metal. It's a one shot. Okay, this is the weakest one shot I think they've had so far. It was interesting, but I just kept it was just a struggle to get through this. Interesting cover. I love how all these books, all the Death Metal books, is like a thicker cover. Like it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's like almost like a magazine. But artwork was good. It's James Tynion, so like the writing was good, but also if you didn't read this and you read the rest of it, this wouldn't impact you at all. Nothing in this really, like they could literally just use like a quarter of a panel to explain what happened in this book. Owlman has John Stewart, and it's all about Perpetua and like the tower she's got and how she's using this crime syndicate and all the evil versions of the Justice League to fight the Justice League. And yet Captain Carrot has a very emotional couple panels. Green Lanterns play like a crucial part in this, in Death Metal, which is cool. You get to see all the Green Lanterns. You get background on what happened with Perpetua and how she got to this point, the Anti-Monitor and all that stuff. Like, you see Captain Carrot, like that was just so interesting. It explains his background. But like this is stuff that like isn't necessary. Then you get like a bunch of different Batman of all the different the Lantern Corps. Um, talk about Parallax. Green Lantern, Owlman book. You know, it was interesting. It really was. Panels, okay. It was a, you know, the problem is that it wasn't, like, the art's good. The story is good in parts. Like, at the beginning it's okay. And then, like, you know, 5 pages in, oh, that's cool. Oh, 6 pages later, oh, that's cool. Oh, 7. But the consistency is like, oh, this is really boring. And then you, like, want to fall asleep in the middle of the book. Like, this is cool towards the end. All the Green Lanterns. That's the thing. The artwork is really cool, but it wasn't enough to keep me as interested. But it says to be continued in The Rise of the New Gods. I think it's another one-shot. I'm not sure. It doesn't say Dark Knight's Death Metal. So, could it be a new storyline or something? It's probably another one-shot. Yeah, like a 6.5, 7. Again, it was so hard to get through. But at the end, everything kind of made sense. And like, okay, cool. Definitely, you can sleep on this. You don't need it. It's unnecessary. If you're collecting the whole run, like I am, then yeah. Okay. Another one shot. Batman the Joker Warzone one shot. The creative team? On the front? Oh, alright, that's right. So this is a bunch of different stories. Okay, I'm forgetting what I read. This is a bunch of like little stories. I think it's like 4 or 5 stories that they've been doing. I think the coolest is the first story where Joker breaks into Arkham to basically make fun of Bane. Because Bane kind of led into this whole thing with the death of the butler and everything. He puts the mask on him and he makes fun of him about how you could have been the number one villain. You broke the bat, like you could, but you screwed up and you did this wrong. Handling in this book, well, in this section at least, was incredible. Panels were all over the place. Color was great. Line work was great. Really appreciated that. Alright, so James Tynion. Alright, so James Tynion does an amazing job. That was a one story, and it says to be continued in 2021. So that could be there's a Joker Bane feud coming up. Then you get Family Ties, so that was a serious house. You get Family Ties, which is all about Lucius Fox. Still coping with like getting over the what was he on? He was on the Joker toxin, the weird toxin mixture that he was given by Punchline, and his whole family, and then they're getting attacked by the freaking the Joker gang because they have the flash drive with the information to all the money that Catwoman stole in the Catwoman tie-in. And, you know, his son breaks out. I've been waiting for it. I was like, where the heck is Batwing? Batwing comes out, bro. Fire. Only for, like, a couple panels before his dad pulls a gun on him. That was, you know, I'm interested to see how that ties in. Like, I know Lucius Fox is going through a lot of stuff, and it kind of explains that, but, like, where does he go from this point? So then the next one is a spoiler, an orphan book where they go to try to find what's it called? A bat signal that spoiler thinks that her dad had in a storage locker. Just cool interaction between the two hanging out. Artwork was okay. Not my favorite. It looks cartoony. At the end, the bat signal was already broken, so they have to jump. They decided to do their own signal, and they jump off of this big clock tower, and they're now wearing
different costumes or older costumes with the bat symbols on them. Which, okay, I don't like the artwork. Who is it? David Lafute? The story's called The Symbol. But, like, it would have been cooler if it was those two and Signal. Because Signal has the big signal on his chest. But yeah, I don't like these costumes. She's got the weird, Red Hood face mask. And then she's got the freaking stitched full face on. When before they were wearing... Let's find a good panel. You can't really see it. It's only like a couple pages. That's the sad part. Yeah, they were wearing like their current costumes. So then after that, you get Ashes of the Eden. So again, in like it was either Batman or Detective Comics, and it ties into the Harley Quinn issue where Harley Quinn has the fight with Punchline and Batman's all screwed up. The bunch of Joker gang hanging out in the Eden, and Ivy shows up and freaks out and basically destroys the whole Eden. Great artwork in this. This short story was really cool. It was interesting because it leads in again. She's a crazy powerful villain. Totally underutilized, I feel like. And she called herself Queen Ivy. That was sick. And it says to be continued again in 2021. So that's hinting there's another storyline coming out. Then we get to Clown Hunt. So this is probably one of my favorite stories with Clown Hunter, but I hate the artwork. We get another James Tynion story. Ivy's was Sam Johns. Joshua Williams was the Spoiler and Orphan story. I love Joshua Williams. The story was fun. Like, I could see that being him. Artwork wasn't for me. Again, James Stokoe. Cool. It's cool art, but it doesn't hit anything for me. It's just kind of weird and looks funky. The way he does architecture and, the buildings is really cool. But the way he does facial, stuff is just a little wacky for me. And he does the whole thing with all this negative space. How everything's, pushed in on the pages. He's not using all this negative space until over here. I think everybody else kind of used the negative space, or at least made it black or something, or the panels. This is the one where it really consistently stays all this negative space and then pushing all the panels together. Very few overlap. Watercolor-esque drawing. Really cool action with the Clown Killer. The way he's depicted is really cool. Almost as if he's another Jason Todd is how he acts. But yeah, that was it. A bunch of short stories. Definitely not necessary. Definitely nothing in this book really impacts Joker War necessarily. You get a little background on Clown Killer. You get to see some cool stuff that Orphan and Spoiler were doing in between the stories, and then you get two stories that just tie to something that's going to happen after Joker War. So, and then whatever happened to Lucius Fox, but they don't even say to be continued or anything. You just say end. So I don't know how that applies to anything, except that we know that Batwing is a thing still. Okay, two more books. We have issue 49 of Red Hood Outlaw. So, really cool. So this ties into the stuff before the last issue, because the last issue was a tie-in to Joker War. So this goes back to what he was doing, where they're with their past selves. Cool cover. Basically, the last page. Called The End of the Outlaws. Scott, Lobdell? Cool writer. I really like his story style, the way he depicts things, the way he lays out a story. Pablo Pantelina, I don't know how to say that. The artist, great art. I really like it. And the colorist too. Arif Print. I can't say these names, dude. But colors are great from the get go. Colors are vibrant. They pop. You know, it's Red Hood, so the red's gonna stand out throughout the whole issue. The current outlaws are with the past outlaws, like they came from the past. So it's Jason and himself, you know, and then you have the couple other characters. Bizarro kills Trigon, and then all these demons are trying to worship him. He's holding Trigon's heart. They tell him to sit in the throne. Artwork is incredible in this book, and the story was just really good. I liked it. And all the dialogue boxes, like the black boxes, you know, like his thoughts, is him freaking out the whole time. He's like freaking out the entire book about being with himself and seeing Roy. Dude, it was awesome. Like, this was just such a cool, storyline, way to finish that. Like, look at this. Look at the coloring on this. This is sick. It's just, yeah, and they wrap up, he's gonna stay in hell, basically. So that's what it means by End of the Outlaws, because he stays. This was really nice when he was like, oh, Roy, I gotta talk to you. He's like, oh, what up? Here's your hat. That sucks. Let's get the hell out of here. And then he's watching them. It was a really fast, really quick story. Honestly, way better than anything that was in that Joker book, the Batman Joker book. 8.5, maybe a 9. Fun, great art, fast story, quick read, entertaining. I wasn't bored at all reading that. It was fun. There was jokes. Awesome book. Awesome book. I have a feeling that it's probably going to end soon. But, hop on while you can. Buy a trade or two. Great book. Great run. Who's... It's Lobdell. Okay, so... Last book. So, this is obviously going to be my pick of the week. So... Yesterday, right before I was going to pick my books up, I went online and looked at the reviews. Obviously, this is Batman 3 Jokers issue 2. This is the B cover with the card that comes with it to go with issue 1, the B cover with the card. So I just have to get issue 3 when it comes out, the B cover, which is going to be Red Hood. So that, I get Batman, Batgirl, and Red Hood, and I have that set. I'm really excited to have that. So I went online and I was looking at reviews, and everyone was trashing this book, saying that it's not original, and it's not doing a good job, and it's a waste of time, and blah, 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 and this and that. So this is the card. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't have it on auto. Oh, so this is the best you're gonna get. really cool. And then you have that same image on the back. There's a DC Black Label. Oh, there we go. Waiting for that. Alright, so DC Black Label, issue 2. Awesome cover, dude. The text is like embedded. It comes off. This is Jeff Johns. Fabic is the guy on the art. Art's phenomenal. It does the Killing Joke panel style. I don't want to crease the... You're going to have to deal with me. I don't want to crease it. But you see the panel style. It's very traditional. And then it, it breaks off every once in a while. But it's very traditional the way it does and where your eyes go. And it really explains a little bit about the Jokers and why they're so crazy. Like, gives you background on because one of them's dead now because of the last issue. Artwork is great. Colors are great. You get some stuff to Batman's past with Joe Chill stuff. You get great dialogue argument between Batgirl and Bruce. You got this sick scene where there's a pool full of Jokerized dead bodies. And they capture him. And they literally, the two Jokers, capture Jason and tie him up butt naked to a chair and reenact Death in the Family almost on him. And like, it laughs when I hurt. It hurts when laughs when I hurt. It hurts when I laugh. And they draw the smiley face in the mask and make him wear it. And then start hitting him again with the freaking crowbar. Dude, it's crazy. And then they find him like that. Oh my, dude, the art in this book was incredible. And I don't know what everyone was saying. The story was good. I know it's like repetitive. Like, this is like a classic, Joker hurt Batgirl and Joker hurt Jason Todd, and they're all upset, and Joker's constantly hurt, Batman, whatever. It's a good story. It's well written. It ties into themes, like established themes. Like, I get it, but it's good. It's good. Like, I was not bored a minute of reading this. The artwork was incredible. The dialogue between the characters was great. It really depicts how these characters are currently established. Except, I think current Jason Todd is a little bit more understanding in the main continuity than he is in this book. This is like, like a couple of years ago, like when the Outlaws kind of started. But now, like, he's gotten a little softer. This is like more rough him. But it's just incredible, dude. Dialogue was great. Interaction between the characters is great. The development of the story is going great. I really think they're leading to something good at the last issue. Like, at the end when Jason wakes up in Barbara's apartment, he learns a lot, and they have that little scene. It's just, I don't know what people were complaining about. It was a really interesting, really good, it's a good run so far. So he captures Joe Chill, and this is the best ending they could have done with the camera. Yeah, dude, I'm really excited about what they're doing with this last issue. Yeah, I don't know why there was so much negative hate on this book. It was really good. And people were like, oh, people only care because the artwork, blah, 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 the writing sucked. Writing's good. What are you talking about? It's Jeff Johns. Like, and I don't care if it's because it's him. He just knows how to write a book, and he knows how to write Batman. Awesome artwork. Awesome dialogue. Awesome development of the plot and the characters. reactions between the characters, the bond that they have. Everything was so screamed Batman and screamed good. Very happy about this. Definitely a 9 out of 10. In my opinion, that was a pick of the week. To go over everything, we got Strange Academy 3. We had issue 4 of X Factor, X of Swords, Chapter 2. We had issue 9 of Legion of Superheroes. Multiverse Ends, Death Metal one-shot. Batman Joker Warzone one-shot. Issue 49 of Red Hood Outlaw. And Batman 3 Jokers, issue 2. Solid pickup this week. Not as cool as last week. Let me quickly... You know what? I wanted to pull up the picks for next week, but I didn't have that set up. So let's just do... I'll just do it on my phone like I have been doing. But next week, I swear I'll have it set up ahead of time. And I'll be able to pull it up so you guys can see my list. Okay. Next week is October 7th. We have Batman issue 100. We have Batman Adventures Continue issue 5. Deceased Dead Planets 4. Justice League 54, which is a death metal tie-in again. Justice League 19, which is Young Justice 19. That is the second to last issue. Marauders 13, Wolverine 6, and X Factor 13, which are all chapters in X of Swords. That's all I have being picked up. Plus, I might be picking up issue 3 of the original screenplay for Alien. That might be a thing. Yeah, so that's a solid, what is that? 8 books? Maybe 9 books coming out next week that I'm picking up. So, tune in next week. Hopefully, I'll try to get that in a little earlier. I had like 3-4 oversized books this week. That took me a while to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, this has been the Vinyl Casket. Follow and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.
I'm flying.